Welcome to Knicks Republic. Let's dive straight away into our main story. The Minnesota Timberwolves and New York Knicks are reportedly nearing a blockbuster trade agreement that would send star center Karl-Anthony Towns to the Big Apple, according to a report from The Athletic. The proposed deal would see Towns depart Minnesota in exchange for a package headlined by Knicks forward Julius Randle and guard Donte DiVincenzo. Additionally, the Timberwolves would acquire a protected first-round draft selection originally belonging to the Detroit Pistons as part of the potential transaction. This prospective trade would mark the second major roster overhaul for the Knicks this offseason, coming on the heels of their acquisition of forward Mikal Bridges in a trade with the Brooklyn Nets in June. The move appears designed to address personnel gaps created by the departures of starting center Isaiah Hartenstein in free agency and the injury absence of incumbent center Mitchell Robinson to start the season. Securing Towns would provide the Knicks with an elite, franchise-caliber big man to anchor their front court. While distinctly different in playing style from Robinson and Hartenstein, who operate primarily in the paint, Towns is widely regarded as one of the premier shooting threats among NBA centers. His ability to space the floor and create mismatches could unlock new dimensions for the Knicks' offensive attack. The acquisition of Towns aligns with long-standing organizational connections between the Knicks and the players' representation. Karl-Anthony Towns is represented by the prominent creative artists agency Sports Division. Notably, Knicks president Leon Rose previously served as the head of CAA's basketball operations prior to joining the Knicks front office. The Knicks have cultivated a reputation in recent years for targeting and acquiring players represented by the CAA agency. High-profile examples include the team's signings of Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart, as well as their trade for OG Anunoby. Regarding the inclusion of forward Julius Randle in the proposed trade package, the rationale appears to center on the Knicks' desire to proactively address the player's impending free agency status. Randle is set to become an unrestricted free agent following the upcoming 2024-25 NBA season. Given the Knicks' limited future salary cap flexibility, it seems plausible the organization was unwilling to risk allowing Randle to potentially depart in free agency without securing any return compensation. While speculative, this potential trade scenario may reflect the Knicks' pragmatic assessment that retaining Randle long-term on an extension was unlikely. Acquiring value for the talented forward via a trade, rather than risking his departure for nothing, could be viewed as a prudent move to bolster the team's roster in the face of its tight financial constraints. The reported inclusion of guard Donte DiVincenzo in the trade package is likely to be met with some disappointment, as it would prevent the Knicks from reuniting the Villanova core. However, in the competitive realities of the NBA, roster construction and transaction decisions must ultimately prioritize the organization's overall strategic interests, even when they come at the expense of sentimental roster continuity. And with that said, we appreciate you taking the time to join us today. Thank you for your viewership and continued support for Knicks Republic. We look forward to bringing you more insightful Knicks coverage in the future. Have a great rest of your day.